everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you my full review of my 2024 Kawasaki Z900, a bike that for under $11,000 is an absolute beast and one of the best bang for your buck motorcycles in the market today. Whether you're new to motorcycling or have years of experience under your belt, this bike has a lot to offer. So let's dive into pros, cons, and everything in between after spending some quality miles with this machine. Starting with the core specs, the Kawasaki Z900 is powered by a 948cc inline-four engine producing around about 125 horsepower at 9,500 RPM and a healthy 73.1 foot-pound of torque at 7,700 RPM. Those numbers alone should catch your attention, but once you feel the power delivery on the road, you'll realize why this bike has gained so much popularity. From the first time I turned the key and fired it up, I knew the Z900 was something special. The exhaust note is nothing to write home about, but it's still deep and throaty and gives you that hyper naked aggressive feel right from the get-go. It gives this raw yet refined energy, which makes it suitable for everyday daily commutes to weekend backroad riding. Now let's talk about that engine. The inline-four is one of the smoothest engines in its class, delivering power evenly throughout the rev range. Whether you're in the low revs or pushing closer to the red line, the engine gives you predictable and consistent power. That makes it both beginner-friendly and exciting for experienced riders who wants to push the limits. In city traffic, the bike is perfectly manageable, but when you twist the throttle, it roars to life. You can feel the torque pulling you hard from around 4,000 RPM, and as you climb higher into the rev range, the acceleration becomes even more exhilarating. For comparison, the Z900 packs more horsepower than the Yamaha MT-09, which is a significant competitor in the hyper-naked category. Overall, the bike feels fast but never unmanageable. It gives you enough power to keep things interesting without ever feeling like it's going to throw you off if you're not careful. Now, let's talk handle, because that's where this bike really shines. The Z900 has well-balanced chassis and a lightweight design that makes it incredibly nimble for a bike of its size. The moment you lean into a corner, you feel the bike respond almost intuitively. Kawasaki did a great job tuning the suspension for both comfort and performance. At 600 miles, I've taken this bike through city streets, highway runs, and twisty back roads, and I've got to say, it handles them all with ease. The bike's stability in the corner is excellent, and the suspension setup offers a great balance between soaking up bumps and giving you feedback from the road. For those who are worried about whether the bike is suitable for beginners, I'd say absolutely yes. The Z900 comes equipped with 4 different riding modes: road, rain, sport, and rider, which allows you to tailor the bike's behavior to your comfort level. If you're new to riding, the rain and road mode gives you a much more relaxed throttle response, making the bike easier to handle in both wet conditions and everyday riding situations. On the flip side, the sport mode unleashes the bike's full potential, and trust me, it's an absolute blast. Safety is another area where Z900 excels. Kawasaki has equipped this bike with top-notch ABS system and traction control, which works together seamlessly to give you maximum stopping power and grip in all riding conditions. The ABS is smooth and non-intrusive. Even during hard braking, it kicks in just when you need it without being overbearing. As for the traction control, this system is particularly useful in wet conditions or when riding in less than ideal surfaces. I tested the rain mode during a light drizzle, and it significantly cuts back on the throttle response, making the bike much more controllable on slippery roads. For beginners, having these advanced features adds a layer of confidence, especially when you're still getting used to riding. Let's move on to the rider comfort, because this is where the Z900 really surprised me. For a hyper-naked bike with aggressive styling, it's incredibly comfortable. Kawasaki has struck a great balance between sportiness and practicality here. The upright riding position is relaxed, the seat height is accessible even for shorter riders, and there is enough room to shift around the saddle during longer rides. The seat, while on the firmer side, didn't cause me any discomfort even after hours of riding. That being said, there are a couple of areas where the bike could improve. For example, the handle grips could definitely be more comfortable. After long rides, I noticed some hand fatigue. It's not a deal breaker, but if you're planning a long distance trips, you might want to upgrade those grips. Now, we have to talk about the style. The Z900 is what Kawasaki calls a hyper-naked, and it wears that badge proudly. Aggressive stance, sharp lines, and minimalist design makes this bike a head-turner wherever you go. The angular headlight and muscular fuel tank gives a bold, road-dominating look. I mean, it's kind of a bike that looks fast even when it's standing still. And if you're into aftermarket mods, there's a ton of potential to make the Z900 even more personal. From exhaust systems to bodywork, there's plenty of aftermarket support to keep you busy for a long time. No bike is perfect. The Z900 does have a few drawbacks, though none of them are deal breakers. First off, the side mirrors. They could be better. They offer limited visibility, and I found myself shifting around on the bike just to get a decent view of what was behind me. I definitely recommend an aftermarket side mirrors that gives you a better rear view. I will be upgrading the side mirrors to a bar end mirrors. Another minor grip is the fuel tank size. At just 4.49 gallons, the tank feels a bit small for a bike with this much power. On spirited rides, you might find yourself stopping for fuel more frequently than you'd like. I'd have loved to see a slightly larger tank to extend the rides between fill-ups. So, after just 600 miles, what's the final verdict? The 2024 Kawasaki Z900 is an outstanding motorbike for its price. It's more powerful than many of its competitors, yet accessible enough for new riders to handle. The engine delivers smooth, predictable power while the handling is sharp and confidence-inspiring. With multiple riding modes, ABS, and traction control, it's a bike that can adapt to various skill levels and riding conditions. The styling is aggressive, the comfort level is surprisingly good for a hyper-naked bike. While it's not without its minor flaws, like the small fuel tank and less than ideal side mirrors, these are small compromises for a bike that offers so much in terms of performance and value. If you're in the market for a versatile, powerful, and stylish middleweight naked bike, the 2024 Kawasaki Z900 should be at the top of your list. Whether you're a beginner looking for a reliable machine to grow with, or an experienced rider wanting something fun and powerful, the Z900 checks all the boxes. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this review, please be sure to like and subscribe for more motorcycle content. If you have any questions related to Z900, feel free to write them down in the comment section and I will answer them as quickly as possible. As always, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next video.